In this video, we're going to be looking for angle measurements using trigonometry. So example 1. A roof is constructed as shown. What is the angle of the roof to the nearest degree? So here's the angle I'm looking for. So I'll start by labeling my sides. 10 is across from the angle. This means it's opposite. And 16 is the adjacent. So opposite and adjacent means I use tan. So I'll set up my tan ratio. Tan of angle theta equals the opposite side divided by the adjacent side. Now when we're looking for an angle, you have to use your tan -1 button on your calculator. It'll look something like this. You might need to press Shift tan or second tan in order to access that button. You also need to, of course, make sure your calculator is in degrees as well. So put that in, and you should get an angle of 32 degrees. So I'll say that the angle of the roof is 32 degrees. Example 2. The length of a ramp is 16 feet and it has a height of 14 inches. Does the angle of the ramp meet the accessibility standard of having an angle less than 4.75 degrees? Well, the first things I notice is that this is in feet and this is in inches. So we're going to have to change the feet into inches so that they're the same units. Now I know that there's 12 inches in 1 foot. So when I convert, I'll put 1 foot down here and 12 inches up here so that the feet can cancel. Now I need to multiply 16 by 12, and that is 192. So that means that the length of the ramp is 192 inches, and I'll put the height over here to be 14 inches. Now we're looking for the angle of the ramp, which is right here. Now 192 is the hypotenuse and 14 is opposite. Now opposite and hypotenuse means we use sine. So sine theta equals 14 over 192. Now again, to find the angle, we're going to have to do the sine -1 button on the calculator. So when we put that in, we should get an angle of 4.2 degrees. So since that is less than 4.75, then we can say that, yes, the ramp meets the accessibility standard. Now for example 3, an airplane takes off and travels 5 miles. If the ground distance was 4.5 miles, what is the angle between the plane's path and the ground to the nearest degree? And we don't have a diagram here, so we'll draw one ourselves. So here's the ground, and then here's the plane taking off. Now the ground distance says it was 4.5 miles. And the plane traveled 5 miles. So I'm going to create my right triangle now so we can use our trig ratios. And we're looking for the angle between the plane's path and the ground, which is right here. So now 4.5 is the adjacent side and 5 is the hypotenuse. So I'm going to use cos for this one, because cos is adjacent over hypotenuse, 4.5 over 5. So now to find the angle, we need to do cos -1 of 4.5 over 5. And when I do that on the calculator, I get 26 degrees. So we can say that the angle between the plane's path ground is 26 degrees.